If you would like to know how I created this design on Cricut Design Space, stay tuned and I'll show you. Hello, my name is Charmaine and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting, thanks so much for watching. I uploaded this image in my group. If you don't know about my group is called Brown Girls Craft with Cricut on Facebook. If you'd like to join, come on and join. But please answer all the questions before I accept you to join the group. Well, I showed out all the ladies in the group this image and they would like to know how I accomplished this. So let's get started. I got the image right here so I can be able to remember how I did it because I basically freestyled it. So I want to leave it here in the corner so I can be able to look and make sure I get the design the same way I did that one. As you see, I don't have any kind of grids in the background. So to delete the grids from the background and create space, you just basically click over here in between the 0 and the 5. It's like a little square over here. You just click it until you get to a blank canvas. And that's how I like to do that when I'm doing some sublimation or print to cut because I like to see how the background would be. Okay, so let's go ahead. I already uploaded all of my images. So I'm gonna go to upload and pick the little boy out right here. Then I'm gonna insert. And I'm not going through the details of how I deleted the background. When I got him off of Google, he did have a background on there. But I do have another video that shows you how to remove the background from images. So I will link that video below this video. Okay, so I don't want to go through all that now because I already have a video made. Then I'm going to go ahead and insert that image. Like I said, the same thing for this one. If there's I Googled this, I got this image from Google. And you see I only use one splatter paint on this image. So I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna show you how to delete this splatter paint image right here because I don't need that. Okay, well I didn't use it for this image. Okay. I can show you. Let me go to show you how I found the background. So what I did was I went to Google and I typed in background images paint splatter. Okay, and this is what I came up with. Okay, I searched the web and I came up with all these. And so I looked hard for the ones I have. So just go ahead and search the web and look for that. You can also put in fire. A lot of people do fire backgrounds. You can put anything you want back here, and you'll be. in the description bar, and you better find this. So I did something like this one, and then it's so many down here, and when you're using Create Space, you are able to delete some of these images. So after you find the image you want, like this is a nice one. Click on it, you push save image as, and then you can save it wherever you want to save it at. Okay, just cancel all this out because I already have my images, but I do want to show you how I deleted the image on here. So let me go back to upload. I'm gonna go to upload images, browse, and I'm gonna go to, here's all my splatter and stuff that I already got off of Google. And see how there's 4 of them there. What I did was I went ahead and push continue. Then what I did was get the eraser out. Then I just made the eraser bigger. Then I erased whatever one I didn't want. And I tried to erase all of them before and it didn't work. Cricut wouldn't let me save it. So I just erased 2 of them. Let me see if this will work. And then I push continue. I got 2 splatters, paint splatters, and see how Cricut didn't let me save it and did that before. So it just, Cricut have its ups and downs. So I was able to save these 2, so I'm gonna work with these 2 because it happened before and I was able to delete 2 of them and then it allowed me to upload the other 2. So I don't know what's going on with Cricut. I'm gonna just go ahead and upload all 4 of them into Design Space. And then Kit complex image. Put all 4 of them in Design Space and show you how I did it the first time. See, now it's letting me upload the 4, but it wouldn't let me upload the 2. It's Design Space, do what it wants to do. So I'm going to go ahead and insert image. And it's probably just my system not working right now, so you just try it yourself and do it yourself. I'm going to delete these 2 right here. Just work with these 4. Move him down. And so like I said, the first time I use this image, I just basically uploaded all 4 of them like this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the slice feature. So what I need to do is go ahead and go to shapes, square, and the ones I don't want, I'm gonna slice them out. So I don't want these 2 right here. Make sure you cover the whole image. Make sure you get all the specks. If you don't get all the specks out of there, it's gonna show up. So I can make sure I look around and make sure all the specks is covered under the rectangle. Now that the image is covered with the rectangle, you just go ahead and highlight it and say, oh, sorry. Make sure there's no other image in this. And when you highlight, make sure they don't. There's only 4 in this highlighted. I'll go ahead and still gonna do it. Highlight this. And now at the bottom, you see that we have the option to slice it. So you go down here and slice, push slice, click on slice. And now you can get rid of what you don't want. So I don't want this right here, so I delete it, move it over, delete it, move it over, delete it, move it over and delete it. Okay, so that's how we get rid of images that we don't want when we upload it from the internet or wherever else you upload it from. So also, I do not want this one either. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight it. I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and get a shape, square, cover this one up, make sure the whole image is covered up. And then I'm going to highlight it. Then there you go. There's the slice. You cannot slice unless you have an image on top of the image. So the slice option would not be available if you didn't have this covered with the square. You have to have something on top of the image. So now I'm going to go ahead and slice it. Then I'm going to take this away, delete it, take it away, delete it, take it away, and delete it. Because the only thing I wanted was this blue, okay? And so now that we have this image, we can go ahead and unlock it and we can make it as whatever size we want to make it, okay? And see how the image is larger than what it looks because all those little little splatter marks are around, okay? So if you do not want this image to be that big, you can go around. Also use the eraser tool that I was showing you before. You can use that eraser tool before you upload it. You can get all those little specks out. But some of these specks are really be cute on the shirt when you sublimate them. So I'm gonna just leave them on here like this. But if you're using Cricut, the best thing to do is to delete some of this off of here so you have a bigger image, okay? Because right now, this is how it's gonna print this size right here. And then all this space is gonna be included. Okay, I got this image right here. And then also, you see I have some red splatter painted there too. So I'm gonna go here and go upload. Here's my red splatter paint right here that I used. Also got that from Google also. And I removed the background, so now it's transparent. And see, I used a couple, I think I used 3. I did use 3. So what I did was I duplicated this. So take this right here. Take this piece right here and just duplicate it 3 times. I did it twice. So now I have 3 of these red specks, okay? So I'm move this over here. My screen is so small because I got everything up here, so I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller again. I hope you'll still be able to see it. So that I make the screen smaller so you can be able to see how I'm working with this stuff, okay? So now as you see, the only thing I have for this image is the 3 reds, splatter paint, the little boy, then the blue, and also I have the words. So I'm gonna do the words later. But right now I'm just gonna work on the image. So now what I'm gonna do is make this bigger. Okay, now that I have my blue splatter paint right here, I'm going to go ahead and do the red first. So I'm going to bring the red. I'm going to bring it down here and see how it went from to the back. But as long as you still have it clicked, you have it, the cursor on it, you make sure the cursor is on it still and not on the blue paint. It's on the red paint. I go into arrange and move to the front. So then that'll move it to the front. Make sure your cursor is still on the red because it can get really tricky when it comes to create space. So you think you have the blue in your hand on your cursor and you don't. So just make sure you have the right color on your cursor. Okay, so I'm gonna just size it up a little bit to make it bigger, unlock it, and make it how you want to make it. This is your, photo, but I'm just showing you how I did mine. It's not gonna be the same exact way because, like I said, I freestyled that one. So I went on ahead and let me do that one, and I'm bringing this red one down, make it a little bit bigger, and then I put the other red right here, bring it to the arrange, go to arrange, send it to the front. There it is. There, so I can see I need more red right here. So what I'm gonna do is go over here. So I make sure I have the right one I want, the one I want to use. I click it over here. That's the red splatter paint I want to use. I want to bring it over some. I want more red right there. You know what? And plus, I'm going to make the blue a little bit bigger. So I'm going to push the blue, and open it up a little bit more. Like Create Space don't like this. It's really going slow when I make this image bigger, but I guess it'll work. See, it's really going slow. So sorry, everyone. As I was editing this video, I noticed that I kept on saying Create Space. Create Space is another software that I use. So when you hear me say Create Space, I meant to say Design Space. So I'm sorry about that. And also the reason why Cricut wasn't working well, because I had the image way too big. And I just figured that out too as I was editing. So then I spread this out the way I want it, because I just wanted to make sure it's enough red to bring out that blue, okay? But you can use whatever colors you want. This is the colors I use. You can use as many colors you want. Gold will look nice in that. So I'm just make sure I have red on the outside and in the inside of this blue, okay? Let me show you another trick too. Change the colors of the paint, the splatter paint. So right here, this is red. I can make this, I'm gonna go to the splatter paint right there. It says original artwork. I go down to color. Then I can pick out what color I want. So if I want to put some gold in there, and there we have it. Okay, so I can put some little gold in there also. So you can also do that. Change the colors of the splatter paint you get from Google. So make him a little bit bigger. I'm gonna bring him on down here. See how he went to the back, but he still clicked on. See how? And I'm gonna go ahead and push, move to the front, and there the little man goes, little guy. I'm gonna just make them, like I said, this one I made bigger, and I was able to make this blue ink bigger. But right now, Cricut Space is running too slow, and if I keep on making this image bigger, it's gonna take me all day. So this side, I'm gonna make them a little smaller so it can fit inside this one I have. Make it a little wider. So I'm just leave them like this. Like I said, you get the picture of how I'm doing this. Just make sure you size them up the way you want to for the background. He's a little bit too big now, so I'm gonna just bring him down a little bit. Just make sure you blend in. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to text. Then I'm going to go to, I use the Ego bold font for this. So I'm going to go to text and go into fonts and then put in Ego, the bold font, which is right here. And then I'm just going ahead and push all capital letters, Future. MVP. Then I'm gonna change that to red. So I'll go right here to the black square and change it to red. Then I'm gonna bring it over here. Okay, and just make it bigger. To unlock it and make it bigger. And then cover his little feet up. I'll see how it's get tricky, because now my other color in the background is moving around. So let me make sure I go over here to click on the lettering right here so it can be highlighted. Make it bigger, however you want it. Like I said, it took me a while to do this right here, so I'm not going to really make it perfect, make it look like this, but I'm just showing you how I got everything uploaded to Create Space. So I'm not going to take my time and do it exactly how I did that one, but you get the point of how I did it. Cover them up a little bit so you can see a little feet, a little foot. Make it how you want to, okay? So I'm going to leave it like this. That's like I said, I add a little gold in there. But see how you see I don't have any red right here? So what I do is I just go ahead and go find a red splatter paint that's over there and just move it over some more. So you get some more red details and put it like this. However you want to do it. Or you can either add more red, duplicate it and add more red over here in the corner. Like I did this one over here. I love the way I did that one. So it takes a little time, patience, and just work with it. And now what we need to do is to keep it all together. You need to come, oh, see. I'm showing, put it back. To get rid of the image that I was looking at to make this one, because Create Space was going too slow with all that on Design Space. So I just basically click on the eye to on an image, and they put it's gone for right now, because I couldn't do any work because it kept on going slow and it wouldn't work. So now that I have it, I clicked on the I highlighted the image, I flattened it. So now I'm flattening it to make it one piece. Again, Cricut is going slow, so I have to wait. There it is. Okay, so now I make it as one piece. Now I can move it all around. Okay, so then when I go to make it, show you how it looks. Of course, it's not gonna make it because it's too big for Cricut. So what I do is, if I want this image to be big or even big like this, or you just basically, for Mac users, because if I print it right, if I print it like right here, it's not gonna work. But if I make it the size that I need, which would be 9.0 by 6.75, it's going to calculate all this space right here because of these specs. I have a spec way out here. You know what I'm saying? So it's bringing this all in. So if I deleted some of these specs, it'll make it smaller. But since I have these specs in here, it's going to calculate all this free space. Okay, so to use Cricut is going to be very small. Show you how small it's got to be to print it out for Cricut. And this is going to be, it's not worth it not to put it on a shirt. Okay, I'm just trying to show you what I'm talking about. It's going to be really, really small. But my screen is also on 50%. So let me see. Yeah, this is really, I'm all the way in 24s. That's why it's not working, because my image is too big. Some goes 9.0. Yes, that's why Cricut was going so slow, because my image is way too big. Okay. So let's see. See, this was gonna be extra small to cut in and create space, but I can make it bigger so you can just see how it looks. And I'm going to go ahead and push make it, just to give you an example of how it's gonna look when you print the Cricut. This is the size is gonna be on a shirt. That is not big at all, especially if you're using the extra large or 3X or 4X or 2X. It's not gonna be that big, okay? But when you do sublimate it on Cricut, this is all the white background when I show, so this will be transparent. So if you sublimate this on a shirt, you would not have to worry about the white background. It would be like, it would really look like splatter paint on the background. So that's cool like that, okay? And you can also make this a cut and print, and you can have Cricut cut it out. I don't know how good in detail Cricut would cut all these specs out, but you can try that for cut and print also, or sublimation, okay? So if you have a Mac, you can also screenshot it. So to screenshot it, you got to do Command-Shift-4 and make sure the cursor is around all the images, the images that you want. Just like this. And then screenshot it. This is how it's going to look. You screenshot it. Then you can go into put it in Silhouettes, Photoshop, or either Microsoft Works, and then you can print out bigger. Okay, but before you do that, you have to go back and remove the background. So you have to still go, basically, I got a video about showing you how to remove the background. Go ahead and remove the background, and then you go to Word, Perfect, or Silhouette, wherever you want to go, and you can print it big, and print it bigger. And that's how I get my images bigger, going to those sites, because it's going to look real small on Cricut. Okay, let me see. I'm going to show you one more thing too. Also, when you have images like this, so this is paint splatter, and I got it from Google. You can change colors, and you can also flip it to make it like, let me show you one of the pictures that I made, one of the images that I made. I'm gonna show it to you right now. And with that image, I had to basically duplicate this. Okay, probably 3 times, duplicate it. Then I just basically took this one, a color, and I just changed the color to blue. Okay, so that's one. And you can also flip this horizontal, however you want to do it. You can flip it to make it even out. So let me just show you a little bit how, it's not going to be perfect like I did the other one. I'm just trying to show you how I came up with that. So you can do it like this. Bring it together like this, like this. Make it bigger, lock it, bring it over. And see all this blue right here. I'm gonna go ahead and upload some more, something else I can just throw in here to make this blue come out. This is red. So I bring this red in here and see how that looks. Okay. And then what I do is, then I upload my images. So I have this football player I can use. And bring him in. Bring him on down here. and just put them where I want to. You size them the way you want to. That's what it is. You just basically find some splatter paint background on Google. Find some football players. You know, it's football season now, or whatever you want to make. You want to make shirts, MVP shirts. You want to make football shirts. You want to make rest in peace shirts. You want to put splatter paint behind them, fire behind them. However, you can find so much to choose from for free on Google, and you can just upload them into your Cricut space and just go ahead and switch around how you put the colors in, add more colors, to, you know, make it smaller, you know, whatever you want to do, and just set the image to make it look good on the picture. Do one more. I also did, like I showed you, I did one with all these three players. And then you find a logo. You Google logo, Raiders logo, Lions logo, whatever. You Google that logo and you put it right in to make it look good. So if I put this up, you just move it around till you like how it looks. Okay. I'm just showing y'all some stuff that you can, like I said, for him, I'm gonna bring him. Go to him, bring him to the front. And see how it's hiding his arms. So you can hide stuff. You can do whatever you want to do. Make him bigger. But make sure you click on his body over here in the layer because it'll keep on getting that paint in the background. So there we go. So just anything, you can do all kinds of stuff. Then like I said, then you can upload at the 49ers. Then I go ahead and put that on there like this to cover up all the imperfection like this right here. You don't want to see this in your picture, so you want to cover it up with something. Just like I covered the little guy up. So you just take the logo and cover it up. Make it big, make it fit. Okay? However you want to do it. It ain't got to be that big, but just enough to cover up the imperfections of the picture. Move him up, move him around. Then make sure you flatten it. And you're done. That's it. Like I said, I don't like the way this look over here. I put more paint over here. You know what I'm saying? Bring it. And I put some stuff in the middle so this won't be white. But the white would be okay because you're going to sublimate it. It's going to be really nice because it's going to really look like splatter paint. Like you splatter painted the shirt for real. So that white would be okay to keep it like that. So you flatten it and then you make it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and that's all I think I need for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you are interested in learning about more techniques and different things you can do with your Cricut, please join my Facebook page. It's called Brown Girls Craft with Cricut, and we do a lot of different things in that group. But before you join, just make sure you answer all the questions before I be able to accept you into the group. All right, thanks for watching.